Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fusion Cap, and this is Dead Space 3. It's an early access demo that quite a few people have the ability to play right now. There's going to be a download link in the description, and in this video I'm going to be showing off the new weapon crafting system in Dead Space 3. What I'm in right now is an arena that's built especially for the weapon crafting system, which is brand new in Dead Space 3. Before I begin, though, I want to have full disclosure with everyone. I don't want anyone to be misled or anything. This is a promotional opportunity that was given to me by GameStation for EA. They contacted them and they're like, we would like to pay a little bit of money to have some of your people make videos on our game. They're not controlling the message or anything, so if the game sucks, I'll tell you guys it. They're not saying I have to be nice to it or anything. They just kind of want me to show off some of the new things, like the weapon crafting system, the co-op features in it, and also that you can use Kinect with, of course, the Xbox 360 version of it. So this is the arena, and what's special about this arena is you pretty much have unlimited ammo. You can't take any damage. You have unlimited stasis. So yeah, you're a tank. And that's because if we go over to the bench, the point of this room is to construct new weapons. As far as I can tell, once you enter the arena, it starts brand new. So here's a safe. It starts off with a tutorial to kind of show you the bench and tells you a little bit about this room, but I've already seen it, so I can explain it to you guys. So here's the safe. And what I thought maybe would happen is I construct a weapon and I put it in the safe and then it's like saved. But when I tried to exit out, and I did, I came back, all of my weapons were gone, and so that was kind of disappointing. But while you're in here, you can store stuff in the safe because you can only hold 2 weapons at once. It's Dead Space. And so I've constructed a few weapons in advance that I've kind of enjoyed, I've fooled around with. Keep in mind, when I'm showing off these weapons, I can't take any damage from the enemies, so it's kind of hard to tell how good a weapon is because the enemies can't damage me. Anyways, let's go into the crafting system that's in Dead Space 3. There aren't any power nodes anymore to upgrade weapons. It's all around scrap metal and different items or different objects that you collect throughout the game. So one option here is we can craft items, ammo clips, med packs, a stasis pack, and you can see the resources that are needed. I have 100 scrap metal because I've spent most of my scrap metal building those weapons, but to make ammo, you gather scrap metal, and scrap metal is going to be found throughout the game. It's as easy as just constructing the item, and now I have more ammo clips. It tells you there times 130, times 3 for a small med pack. That's how many med packs I have. To get a med pack, you need to have somatic gel, which I have 500, so I have plenty of that. I don't need this, though, because it's not going to carry over at all, but I can just buy it. You see, large med pack, now I have one of those. The Stasis Pack uses a transducer. If you don't know what a transducer is, that's actually a real-life object, and it's, like, think about perhaps like a pressure gauge. You take pressure energy, and you can kind of you turn it into a different type of energy. That's what a transducer does. So it changes the energy that we have and turns it into stasis energy. That's why we need the transducer, and it makes a stasis pack, which we now have 5 of. So this is how it's going to work throughout the game. The crafting items has no relevance for this room because I'm not going to need a med pack or a stasis pack because I have unlimited health, and I have unlimited stasis in this room. Now let's go to the meat of it. Okay, so right now these are the weapons that you start off with. You start off with a compact elite plasma cutter with a rotator cuff module, which is obviously a plasma cutter that can rotate 90 degrees for vertical and horizontal shooting, and a heavy elite bullpup rifle with a force gun. So basic weapons. Each weapon has a top to it and a bottom object, like a bottom piece. And so that allows you to potentially have like a flamethrower and a ripper combined, or shotgun and a ripper on the bottom. There's a ton of different things that you can do. So if we want to upgrade it, this is the new upgrade system. And you can add a reload, a rate of fire, a damage, or clip. And you see there the upper tool, the lower tool. This we're looking at the plasma cutter right now. The lower tool does not exist for it because the lower tool is the rotator cuff module, and there's no way to upgrade the damage or the reloading or the clip size or anything for a rotator cuff. So if we want to, let's say, upgrade the damage, I have a +2 damage circuit. To upgrade a weapon, you have all of these different circuits, and you can construct a new circuit. So if I want another +2 damage, you can see there that I would need 100 scrap metal for this piece. I only have 50. That means that I can't build another +2 damage. If I want to try anything, you see all of it requires over 50. So I'm not going to be able to construct any new pieces for this plasma cutter, which means I'm gonna have to deal with what I have. Let's see. So if I want to, let's just upgrade the damage. Do I want to upgrade the damage? Yep, I do. And then we'll upgrade. Let's see, the clip size. No, I'm good with that. I want to upgrade the, not the rate of fire. Let's upgrade the reload because that'll be kind of the goal. And then we can downgrade. So this rod circuit, obviously, +2 reload, -1 rate of fire. So if I want to sacrifice, the speed, I can, which I'll do because I don't care about the speed for this. And I'm just gonna probably, yeah, let's see. I don't want to upgrade the rate of fire. I just downgraded that. What am I doing? So, okay, let's just fill it out with this. -1 rate of fire. Yeah, okay, that should be good. Now we can do the same thing. We can upgrade lower tool upgrades. The thing is, I don't know if it's a common sense thing, but all I can do here is upgrade the reload. Whoops. That's the only one that shows any effect, because this is the lower tool upgrades, so the only ones that have any relevance when I upgrade the lower tool for the upper tool is apparently reload. I don't know if that's just a bug in the demo or what, but since I can, I guess I will continue to upgrade the reload for it. And we'll do one more. Let's just do clip. Okay. So now this is upgraded. It has only 8 spots, and some of the weapons come with locked upgrade spots, which then costs resources to unlock those. We can take the Heavy Elite Bullpup, and we can upgrade that too. I'm not going to actually do that because I don't care for this weapon. I created a weapon that's similar to it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So, going through this now, this is all new bench, as you can probably tell. The key here is you can create, when you create a new weapon, you can make a new blueprint. And then you can see how much it's going to cost to create a new weapon. The ones, obviously, with the glowing circle are ones that I already have created. These are the ones that I've created, and then I also bought a Mjolnir weapon, which is pretty cool, and you guys will get to see that. But also I could, if I wanted to, just quickly construct a new plasma cutter. It would cost me nothing, at least for this room, it cost me nothing. Same thing for shotgun, and yeah, force gun. So, that is the blueprints of it. The meat of it is weapon crafting itself. So, I will probably get into this in just a second, because I just want to show you what happens once you have a weapon that you're ready to do in here. So, let's take this plasma cutter. There's really only 2 things to do in this room. If any of you actually know how to do anything with the locked power things here, let me know. I've tried. It does nothing. I'm curious because I feel like there's another one over here. Like if I was able to take this out, I'd be able to go through that door. But as it stands now, there's the bench, and then there's this button to press. And when you press this, these guys are going to come at us. Let's reload. Okay. These are a new enemy that's in Dead Space. And they're a pain in my ass. Oh, God. There we go. So that's what happens. Usually it's 4 enemies that come out that then you have to deal with. You said that the plasma cutter made short work with them. Didn't really affect my ammo, but that'll happen. So let's try out the other weapon that they give us to start with that we have not upgraded. If they actually get to me, it won't matter. We can blast them back with the force gun secondary. Okay, so you can see that they're hitting me, and there's no damage being done, just to prove my point. And he's on top of me, trying to have sex with me. Okay, let's finish these guys off, and then we can get away from them. And then I'll show you the weapons that I kind of constructed. There's some really cool stuff that you can do with the new weapon crafting system. I like it a lot, actually. Okay, so they're done. And nothing comes out of them. There's no resources that you can gather from the dead necromorphs. Going to the bench now. I'm going to go over and show you guys what it's like to try to create a new weapon. So, every weapon starts with a frame. You can craft a new frame. There are elite frames, and I don't have access to it, at least not yet. I'm not exactly sure how to get access to it. You can see, though, I can't construct any new frames because I don't have enough scrap metal. That's what's required for the frame, so I have to deal with what I have. I have 1 heavy frame and 2 compact frames. The compact frames are one-handed weapons. Heavy frames are two-handed weapons. And there are... Here's the upper tool. So a military engine is your basic, like, rifles and that kind of stuff. Plasma core, you know what plasma weapons are like. Pneumatic torch, flames, which can sometimes be the cryogenic freezing gun, and then a telemetry spike, which is like the javelin. So let's just do that. You can add an attachment. So this is the next step, and it's kind of overwhelming at first because you kind of have to figure it out. We can use a lower tool now, and so we could, let's say, have a flamethrower on the bottom. So now I have a javelin with a flamethrower on it, and you can make different attachments. And there's a ton of different attachments in this. This is the top attachment, so you can see that there's scopes that you can put on it, ammo support. I'm kind of confused why it doesn't actually show an upgrade in the clip size when you choose ammo support, but yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. There's stasis amplifiers, there's ammo sweepers. There's a lot of different things you can create with it. So let's do, I don't know, let's just do that. I'm not actually trying to construct an amazing weapon here. There are tips that you can do, so you can make a weapon have a focused tip. There's no options here, so it's not a very good example. Again, no options for tip here either. Here, there's even more options for the bottom attachment. There's acid baths, which is really, really cool. You guys will get to see what it's going to do in a second because I made weapons showing off a lot of this stuff. So let's add... I'm tempted to add an electric charge to my flamethrower just to see how ridiculous it is. I'm not going to bother upgrading it since you guys have already seen it. So this is it. If I wanted to create a blueprint and save it so I could easily get it in the future, I just push Y, otherwise I'm done. And let's replace the plasma cutter with this, and let's try it out. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So you go through and you assemble cool guns that you want to make. You can always deconstruct it and get your pieces back. Or if you really like spend a lot, like I've spent all my money, you can just exit out and start over. So let's see what happens. See how ridiculous this is going to be. So you can see the electrical charge there. Now he's on fire. Let's continue to just shoot him. Gonna get close. And he's on fire now. And it's a flaming fire. It's an electrical fire. Oh god, he's on top of me. Come on. Die. Okay, so that took care of him. That was the weapon that we just created. Now let's go into the safe and take out a few of the ones that I made. That I like. I like these. Let's see. Okay, so going into the safe, we have... This is an assault, a galvanizer with the force gun, which is similar to the one that they gave us, only it's fully upgraded, so I'm going to equip that. Yeah, this one's pretty good. So this weapon is meant to fire extremely fast. So let's take out the galvanizer first. You can see what it does. Okay. Yep. The really cool thing about this galvanizer is because I've added a stasis attachment to it. When I hit them, they will slow down and they won't be able to get to me. So those, I think they're called, are they leapers? Whatever they are, they run really fast at me and they had no chance of even getting to me. Let's do it again. And if they do manage to somehow get to me, I can always blast them with the force gun to keep them warm. So this is one example of what we can do. And a really cool effect. You have a gun that fires bursts. It's not fully automatic. I upgraded its damage, sacrificing its actual rate of fire. But I added a stasis module, and so no one can get close to me. And if they manage to, I can just blast them back and then shoot them again to freeze them and prevent them from getting to me. This is just going to fire really fast, I believe. And it's just going to mow them down. Oh, that's right, I added acid damage. So they're glowing right now because when I shoot them, it does acid damage. And acid damage does what you think it would do. It does damage over time. They don't stand a chance. That one couldn't even get out of the room. A nice reload speed. It's actually kind of running fast at me. I don't have any secondary or a lower tool on this gun. All I have is an upper tool to make it so I could make it go even, like, I could make it reload faster. So, those are two of the guns that I created. Getting kind of close to the end here. There's a few more. Let's see. So, yeah, here's a Javelin gun that I made. And then here's a Flamethrower that I made that has a cryogenic torch as its lower tool, which means I'll freeze them as well. So this should be pretty cool. Okay, so let's show off the Javelin gun that I made. The key with this Javelin gun, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, because I'm not... Come on, there we go. Its secondary ability, or its lower tool, is to blow up the last shot that it made. And if you miss, though... Come on. You could be in for a little bit of trouble. Like me, I'm missing terribly. God dang it. Take that, buddy. Boom. I'll try this one more time. So I've actually messed around here for like a couple hours. Just shooting them. Oh god. Not this again. Just experimenting, of course, with different weapons. And it's really cathartic, actually. Just like shooting one after another. Oh, Jesus. Shoot him in the chest. The big problem I found with this gun that I have is, like, I'll shoot them in the leg. Oh, another one. And their leg will blow off. And because it's a Javelin gun, I'm not going to be able to rapid fire, and I need to hit my first shot. And if his leg blows off, that's what I blow up. I don't blow up his main torso. it can get into some trouble. So here is the Flamethrower. Let's do this. So I can freeze them. That's my longer distance one, but if they get close to me, they're going to burn. Let's reload real quick. He decides to run up, so he burns. The reason why the cryogenic torch actually is able to go long distance is because the tip on the cryogenic torch is a precision aim one that sends it a long ways. So that's a pretty cool weapon. I like it a lot. I love it because if there's a shit ton of enemies around me, they're gonna all burn. And then I think the last one, because I think I only have one more, and that's the Mjolnir, the one that the blueprint comes in the room, so you can easily buy it. So let's go take a look at that. That one's just fun. I've messed with this next gun a lot. Like, I probably spent a half an hour just killing enemies with it. So let's get it. Yes, that is it. So this is the last gun. One that you don't need to construct. It's a lightning gun, and it's a hammer. Whoops. Not a good demonstration so far. Actually, perfect demonstration. So here is the hammer. Actually, and I don't even think I've upgraded this weapon at all. I think I just bought it, and I didn't add any nodes to it at all. And that's the Mjolnir. Let's do it one more time. And he thinks he can get close, but he's dead. And the other thing is, you can see that when I zap them, it carries over to other enemies, and then they just walk up to me. The only thing I'll say with this is, because it's treated basically like a hammer, I'm wielding a hammer. Another optional attachment is it would act like a chainsaw. But because it's treated like a hammer, it's all melee, and because I can't take any damage, I don't actually know if I'm being extremely effective or if it is just completely dominant. Anyways, so this is the weapon crafting arena. You'll end up littering it with corpses, and there'll be a bunch of tomahawks left over from the new enemies that they've introduced in the game. I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the demo. I'll probably be doing a co-op one too with one of my friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it'd mean the world to me if you could just leave a like. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it looks pretty badass there. I will see you guys next time.